Moving on to the next thing, we have the sound or the phoneme papers, and there's quite a bit in here. So again, this is where you will use the blends. So the blend sounds. It could also be the vowel team. So whichever sounds that your student needs extra help with, I would recommend you use these. I've created a paper that I can show you all. And the students know, they remember how to use it in the classroom. But what they do is they focus on a certain sound. So right here, I put the blend FR, which is fr. And then I wrote and drew a picture of fruit. So you'll have them, they'll write print, cursive, and in the classroom we had stamps. If you have stamps, that would be great. But if not, they can do some type of creative, letters. So maybe bubble letters, squiggly letters, just kind of they have fun with it. But you'll pick at least 6 different words with that sound. So like fruit, frost, front, just whatever you look up, or even things that come to their mind. And then you can draw pictures of them, or the students will draw pictures of them. Down here, they can put extra words that have the fr sound. And so again, I put frown, like someone's frowning, and then front, okay? But they can fill up as many as they need or want on these lines. Then on the back, this will help students with their dictionary skills, researching. So what we have them do is they look up other words that have the fr sound or whatever sound they're working on. And so for this first one, I put fraction, and then I looked up in the dictionary. So the dictionary websites, I can put it down in the description box. And again, they can just look it up, write the word, try to have them do the blend, maybe in red or just a different color than the rest of the word. That way they can, again, differentiate that. So fraction, a part or very small part of a whole. Again, this is where students can work on handwriting, making sure they put their punctuation at the end, spacing. So what I show them how to do with spacing is put maybe like an index finger in between each word. And again, writing on the lines. So this would be a great opportunity. And then they can look up as many words. It has 6 on here. If they want to look up more than 6, they can maybe carry it on in their spirals. So down here it says, write a story using all of your fr words. So you can either write a story using the words, you can write a story using one of the words, you can write a sentence using the word, whichever, again, works for you and your student. For younger students, they may need a little bit more inspiration. So if they're not sure how to come up with one, you guys can find a book maybe that has a sound, and they can just copy the sentence and then put what book that was from or where they saw that from. That way they can refer back to it later if they want to. So that is the language paper. Again, there's a lot of papers for this, but they can also, if they run out or maybe don't want to use the spiral, if you have extra papers around, you can have them create a book just with that sound, and they have their own. And there's also, again, probably books or videos online that has these different sounds. So maybe an idea could be that you have students copy it, again, making sure they write down the book, the title, the author. The way they understand that it came from someone else, so it wasn't their work, but they are copying someone else's work to, practice their words a little bit more, almost like flashcards or something, but they're just transcribing. So what I just put at the back was fruit. This was my picture of strawberries, and then I wrote down strawberries are my favorite fruit. So that's an example. And again, it could be several different examples of that sound. Okay, that is the phonemes. So whenever we talk about phonemes, again, it's just sounds, spelling patterns, different things like that that students will need to know in order to help them read and write. And again, a lot of times students already know these sounds, or they've said these words, like oral language comes first before writing, or it's more natural because we hear it first and we just copy or model what we've heard. But then now it'll be helping them to transfer that knowledge to paper, transfer that knowledge when they're reading.